kesemutan lagi. Nyeri seperti ditusuk lagi.
Minum Neurobion Forte dengan 3 vitamin B, bantu perbaiki saraf dari sumbernya.
Gejala nggak ganggu lagi.
Yakin dengan Neurobion Forte.
Banyak yang sudah membuktikan ademnya Aqua dari
Cek,
penggunaan
cek.
tertinggi kandungan mineral alaminya.
Cek. Cek, 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 cek. Cek. Cek, cek, cek. Cek, cek. Cek. Cek, cek, cek. Cek. Cek, cek.
Bagus kok, Mas. Noise tadi ada dikit, tapi dari sini. Dari mic MC 2-nya.
Cek, 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 cek. Satu cek.
Baik, mahasiswa semua, ini prodi yang sudah hadir, prodi apa saja? Coba prodi Kesmas sudah hadir? Cuman 4 orang ada yang hadir. Berapa orang? Apa? Coba dihubungi temannya ya. Coba hubungi Kesmas. Kebidanan 6 orang. Farmasi 1 orang, 2 orang. Jadi kami berharap coba hubungi temannya. Karena kalau seminar ini narsumnya itu on time. Tidak seperti kita yang kurang on time terus. Tapi kalau dari luar negeri itu semua narsumnya itu rata-rata on time. Jadi mohon ibu hubungi kawannya untuk segera bergabung ke hall. Dan dosen mohon ibu duduk di depan semuanya, kawan-kawan Pak Atas semua bisa duduk di depan karena di depan kursi kita kosong. Pak Eka, Pak Atas, Pak Arisnal, depan kosong Pak. Masing-masing prodi hubungi dosen masing-masing, Bu Rahmi, hubungi kawannya, Bu Ian, Kebidanan Bu Ian, Bokta. Ya, mahasiswa yang baru datang silakan Anda coba penuhi di depan dulu lah. Kosong lah di depan.
Namu kok sudah ya Wen? Saya udah sarapan. Udah namu orang tuh pengen acara free sana, saya sudah sarapan namu orang tuh dong. Driver tuh nak ada sayang. Driver nak ada. Ini sampai sama supir Pak Boy, driver nak ada jalan ada. Enggak, Pak Boy yang mengatur tadi itu bukan saya aja, Pak Boy-nya ngatur tadi. Iya biar aja lah.
Siap.
Apa nih? Nih, saya hubungnya Tuci cek nih. nolaga. Yo si neneng kan ada neneng pakai teleponnya jarang ini nih. Neneng Uniko kan pakai teleponnya jarang ini, dia berubah banget katanya. Mama sih soalnya baru barang murah nih. Malamnya terus di rumah mahasiswa masih nolak cuma 2 orang di situ. Enggak, di grup dulu karena ada cuma mahasiswa itu saya di kelas 1 di luar saya.
Apa kata hari?
Ada orang do, ya tadi sih boleh cuma ciri kawan dulu sama. Yang lain itu gitu orang yang ada yang lain. Ya bela kan ada di situ tuh nih. Tunjukkan. Itu siapa? Jadi. Kan? Jadinya kan dinanyain katanya. Sampai ibu nelfon lo nggak jadi nomor siapa berita orang jadinya ibu langsung lah ya berarti kan langsung posting offline ya berarti offline sama online gitu online jadi satu kan iya oh ya berarti offline iya baik
UC1000 isotonic dengan electrolyte dan 1000 mg vitamin C. You see me still growing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Yang kami hormati Bapak Ibu pimpinan dan jajaran. Selanjutnya yang kami hormati para narasumber. Muhammad Akhtar Rusman Khan dari International Islamic University Chittagong, Bangladesh. Profesor Yudo Giri Sucahyo Skom Mkom PhD CSA CISM dari Universitas Indonesia. Dr. Intan Rizky Mutias MDS dari Institut Teknologi Bandung. Profesor Dr. Hajah Evi Hasnita SPD Nurse MKes dari Universitas Kock Bukit Tinggi. Selanjutnya Bapak Ibu dosen, mahasiswa, tamu undangan, serta seluruh peserta seminar yang berbahagia.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second international conference of Kock University. Our distinguished guest, respected leader of Kock University, Honorable, our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Muhammad Akhtar Rusman Khan from International Islamic University Chittagong, Bangladesh. Profesor Yudo Giri Sucahyo Skom Mkom PhD CISI CISM from Universitas Indonesia. Dr. Intan Rizky Mutias MDS from Institut Teknologi Bandung. And also Profesor Dr. Hajah Evi Hasnita SPD Nurse MKes as Director of Universitas for Kock Bukit Tinggi. We also extend our warmest greeting to all of the lecturers, invited guests, participants, and distinguished attendees.
Puji syukur marilah kita panjatkan kehadiran Tuhan yang Maha Esa, karena atas rahmat dan karunia-Nya pada pagi hari ini kita masih diberikan kesempatan dan kesehatan sehingga dapat hadir kembali untuk melanjutkan kegiatan seminar internasional The Second International Conference of Kock University 2026 pada hari kedua.
Let's express our gratitude to Allah for blessing and grace. This morning we are still in the good health and the opportunity to gather in this place in order to continue the second day in the second conference of Kock University 2026.
Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, sebelum kita memasuki rangkaian acara seminar pada hari ini, marilah bersama-sama kita menikmati penampilan tarian tradisional khas Minangkabau yang syarat akan makna, keindahan, serta kekayaan budaya. Marilah kita sambut pembukaan acara ini dengan penampilan tari piring.
To begin this morning program, let's enjoy a traditional Minang dance that has a meaning, beauty, and the rich of culture. Please welcome Tari Piring.
Hadirin yang berbahagia, pada kegiatan seminar internasional ini, kegiatan akan dibagi menjadi dua sesi. Sesi pertama berupa penyampaian materi oleh 4 orang narasumber. Yang pertama, Dr. Muhammad Atta Rusman dari Mohon maaf, Dr. Muhammad Atta Rusman Khan dari International Islamic University Chittagong, Bangladesh. Selanjutnya, Prof. Yudo Giri Sucahyo, Eskom PhD, CSA-CISM dari Universitas Indonesia. Dilanjutkan dengan Dr. Intan Rizky Mutias MDS dari Institut Teknologi Bandung yang bergabung bersama kita secara online. Kemudian dilanjutkan oleh Profesor Dr. Haja Evi Hasnita, SPD NES, Rektor Universitas Kock Bukit Tinggi. Untuk sesi kedua berupa presentasi oral yang akan menjadi wadah bagi para peserta untuk mempresentasikan hasil penelitian maupun karya ilmiah di ruangan yang telah disiapkan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inform that today's seminar activity are divided into two sections. The first section will be consist of 4 or 5 keynote speakers. They are the first one, Dr. Muhammad Atta Rusman Khan from International Islamic University, Chittagong, Bangladesh. The second one, Prof. Yudo Giri Sucahyo, SKM PhD, CISM from University of Indonesia. And also Dr. Intan Rizky Mutias MDS from Institut Teknologi Bandung that joined with us virtually. And also for the last one, Profesor Dr. Haja Evi Hasnita, SPD and SMKS, Director of University for Kock Bukit Tinggi. The second session will be oral presentation that be a platform for the speaker to present the result of their research and scientific paper that have been prepared.
Kami berharap seluruh peserta dapat mengikuti seluruh rangkaian kegiatan dengan baik dan menjaga suasana yang kondusif selama kegiatan berlangsung.
We hope that all of the participants will join with this seminar section with great enthusiasm and in correct order.
Baik, untuk sesi pertama ini dimoderatori oleh Ibu Nasweni Lastia, SKM MAN PhD dan notulen Ibu Merdian Lisa M.Hum. Kepada moderator kami persilakan untuk memimpin seminar.
The first session will be moderated by Dr. Weni Lastia SKM MAN and the note taker as Miss Merdian Lisa SH. For the moderator, please have seat and lead the seminar.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dimulai dengan satu pantun Bapak dan Ibu. Jalan-jalan ke Bukit Tinggi, tanpa membeli jamu. Mari kita buka acara ini dengan doa dan senyumanmu. Buah mangga manis rasanya, paling enak dimakan bersama. Tibalah sudah di acara utama, mari persenti kita mulai bersama. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished keynote speakers, honorable participants, respected lecturer, researchers, students, and invited guests, good morning all of you. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to warmly welcome you to this international seminar It is great honor for us to gather today with distinguished scholar and expert from various international institutions to exchange knowledge and perspective regarding sustainable development, digital transformation, and human resource advancement in the modern era. My name is Weni Lasdia, and I will be your moderator for today's seminar. And Ms. Lisa Mardian will serve as the note taker during today's seminar sessions. Before we begin, allow me to explain to flow the seminar briefly. The first, each speaker will be given approximately 20 minutes for the presentation, and the question and answer session will follow each presentation. And then participants are kindly requested to maintain respectful communication throughout the seminar. The online participants are encouraged to submit questions through the chat box on the Zoom. It's great honor and pleasure for us to welcome and introduce our distinguished speaker today. They are Prof. Muhammad Akhtaruzaman Khan, PhD, and then Prof. Yudogiri Sucahyo, Eskom, MCom, PhD, CICA, and Dr. Intan Rizky Mutias, MDS, and then Prof. Dr. Haja Hefi Hasita, SPDNS, MKes. Welcome to you as well, Professor Muhammad Akhtaruzaman Khan, for the first speaker. Welcome into front. It is my pleasure to introduce our first keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Muhammad Akhtaruzaman Khan, and is academic from the International Islamic University, Chicago, Bangladesh, with expertise in socio-economic development and sustainability studies. He is a Dean of Faculty Business Studies in IIUC until now. Yes, Prof. And then Director International Quality Insurance, and then Director Center for Research and Publications, and then Chairman Department of Business Administration, and then Coordinator PhD Program of the Malaysian Public University in Bangladesh. He has the supervision also for PhD students, supervision for external examination for PhD defense on University Islam Malaysia and Binary University Malaysia. He has been a member of the professional bodies such as Student Ambassador for Bangladesh, and then member International Society for Development and Sustainability, Japan, Fellow Bangladesh Society for Human Resource Management, and Coordinator USIN PhD Program under Special Scheme. Today he will deliver a presentation entitled Non-Economic Aspect Impact on Sustainable Socio-Economic Development in Emerging Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome Professor Dr. Muhammad Akhtaruzaman Khan. Time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm really happy to be here in this August gathering, in this very morning, with a good gathering in front of me as well as through online. I've heard from the management that almost 150 scholars and paper presenters and alumni of Kock University has been joined with us. They are with us, so it's a really big gathering. First of all, I like to thank my heartfelt gratitude to my colleague here in Kock University, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Honorable Professors, lecturers, the organizers, the moderators today with me, and the students of Kock University. Thank you again for choosing me to be a part of this scholarly gathering of Kock University. Assalamu alaikum again. This is the second international conference of Kock University. Okay, and I really fell up in Bukit Tinggi, very nice place, and I had to take a big journey from my hometown to this Bukit Tinggi city. It was 25 hours journey, 3 flights. So I'm really happy to be here even after that. Inshallah, this is not the first time in Bukit Tinggi in Indonesia. And this should not be the last one. Maybe in future I can visit in any further scholarly gathering, inshallah. I'm coming to my topic, non-economic aspects, impact on socio-economic development in emerging nations. I am from such a country, Bangladesh, in which microfinance is the sometimes most important factors of socio-economic development. This very idea was popularized by the mastermind of microfinance. You know him, Professor Dr. Yunus. Okay. I have chosen this socio-economic development topic, my focus of the study. But today I like to share few different stories that we come to know for the last many years, 3 decades. Not changing. Okay. Coming back again. This one. Changing. It becomes slow. No, the first one, the second one. No, going the next. I want to come it. What happened? O2. Can you come to the first one here? This one. Keep it, please. Okay. I am the student of Human Resource Management. My focus is Human Resource Development and Socio-Economic Development is my topic. First of all, I like to establish a link between Human Resource Management, how it is moving through the Human Resource Development and Socio-Economic Development. By definition, you know that Human Resource Management manages the people for their efficient goal achievement. Then HRD It's developing the employees for their capabilities, and socio-economic development is a broader concept, it's a broader connotation that improves the social and economic well-being. It's a social, like societal and national level focus. And if you see the level of their attachment, HRD is organizational, HRD is organizational with long-term focus, and socio-economic development is national and societal. The focus is managing the people for HRM, short-term, but developing employees HRD with a long-term focus, and socio-economic development actually improve the society long-term, and it is very much structural. Then the scope, HRM work with policy and the systems, HRD works with learning and growth, and economy and society is the scope of socio-economic development. Just I am trying to link between how the theme of our conference, HRM to socio-economic development. And the goal setting also to optimize the performance is the goal of HRM, and potential enhancement is the HRD. Then socio-economic development actually improve overall well-being, living standards, and reduce the poverty and inequality. So this is the link between human resource management and socio-economic development. Next slide, please. I'm not coming to the previous. Going to the next. What is going by itself? Yes. Yes, I completely slow a bit. Okay. Already I discussed the link between human resource management and human development, the socio-economic development. As you see, Mr. Ajay Banga, he is the president of World Bank. Before some days, he mentioned this. By 2050, more than 80% of the world population will be living in the countries we call it developing today. That means in the year 2050, developing country participation will be in the world 85%. It's a matter of fear as well as it's a matter of care. Matter of fear if we could not address the issue, and it is a matter of care if we can care this 85% population, developing country people. Okay, I am sharing some information from my country perspective, and according to IMF, GDP participation in the share of economy is 5% increase over the past decade, and economist says that the employment decline, though participation, the contribution to the GDP increased by 5%, but employment index service 2.6% decline. So there is jobless youth. Jobless youth would be created for this unemployment in the country, according to the economist survey. But different story in the agriculture. I have taken the medicine. You see the agriculture, economic share decrease, the reverse 3.9%, but employment increased 4.8%. So there is a buffer of employment. I'm sorry, to the morning I got medicine. So actually medicine dry my throat, there's a problem. Okay, so we see the different story for the manufacturing and service industry. The employment decreased, the agriculture employment increased, but the share of economy decreased for agriculture for employment. So there is a buffer of unemployment. So unemployment rate, you see that secondary education people, they are 3.01% and higher education degree 8.7% unemployment. So you see that unemployment is existed among the higher educated people in our country. Whereas the country whereas is 3.69%, but the youth unemployment rate is much higher, almost double of the average, 8.49%. So if you see the difference between comparing between urban and the rural people, the unemployment rate among the youth, that is 13.27% for urban and 6.63% for the rural area. That means the unemployment rate in the urban area is double than the rural, almost double. And if you want to see the women condition, situation in the country, you see that highly educated women unemployed 16.66%. This is the double of their counterpart, the male people. So this is the situation for the women. They are facing more harsher realities. So there is a disconnection from this data between the growth and employment. Agriculture employment increased, industry and service decreased, but their contribution to the economy is reverse. So this is the buffer for unemployment. Then the next slide we want to see what is the how we can address this buffer unemployment. Okay. There is a shift we can see that from the one industry to other industry. What are the causes we want to see? This unemployability actually weaken the economy, we know that. So private investment, they are the major player to address the issue. And there is a you see that reducing overall productivity in private sector is come to in stagnation. That means 22.03% of GDP in the year 2025 stifle new industry for the private sector, and GDP of the country slowed down 3.49%, lowest since the pandemic situation. And if you see that labor productivity in our country compared to other neighboring countries, you see that Bangladesh is the lowest, only $8.7 US per hour. Compared to India, 10.7, and if you go to the Vietnam, $12.4 per hour labor productivity, and Sri Lanka $18. So much higher than Bangladesh. So in respect of labor productivity, our position in the region is the lowest. This is the one indication of labor productivity and how the unemployment is there. Because it is largely because of 84% of the workforce of our country remains in the low productivity and informal sector. Okay? Low productivity and informal sector people representing 84%. This is the cause. So now we are going to see what are the different players actually coming to address the issue, how to develop this low productive 84% labors of the country. Changing. Not changing. Can you the next slide, please? It's not sometimes functioning. Okay. No. Previous one. Okay. We now discuss the weakness of the labor force. 84% in low level and in the informal sector. But there is a good thing. This demographic also giving some information, the strength. What is the strength? You see that Bangladesh is the 8th largest workforce in the world. According to 2026 information, that our population is 77 million workforce. After China, after India, USA, Brazil, Pakistan, even Indonesia. Brazil, Pakistan, and Russia also. So we are the 8th largest workforce in the world. This is the strength. So we want to see how these demographic strengths to be considered. Our half of the population, their age is under 30. This is the strength. And youth participation in the workforce, 45.9% within the age bracket of 15 to 29 years only. They are the workforce, half of the population, 30 under 30, and women are 42.7%. This is the third in the South Asia. So this is the demographic strength of our workforce. And BD is Bangladesh is a labor giant. But every year there is a 2% increase. They are entering the workforce every year. And in the global economics, there is a rising labor supply country we are considered. And we are the top remittance receiving country in the year 2024. We have earned $27 billion. So this is the demographic strength. I am giving a comparative statement. The weakness as well as the strength. I am talking in the point of low productivity and informal sector. 84% of the people. Okay. I have taken this stance as representative of the developing countries, because in 2050 these developing countries will be 85% in the world. So I'm just connecting and I'm coming to the point how the socio-economic development is our main focus, should be our focus. And workforce age average in Bangladesh only 27 years. Okay, compared to India, very close to India, 28 years in India. If you come to the SHARC countries, among the best position in SHARC, similar to India and younger than Sri Lanka and Maldives. And if you come to other Asian countries, Vietnam 33 years, China 39 years, and Indonesia 30, and Malaysia 31 years. This is the workforce age. So in that respect, our country is younger than most of the ASEAN countries, industrial economics. So this is the strength of demography. The information I got from the BIDA 2026, very recent. BIDA is Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. Okay. Now the point is, this low employment and productivity sectors, NGO, non-profit organization and non-government organization, they are working for the long time. Even after our independence, it become now 3 decades. They are working. NGOs working for the poverty alleviation, and in our country more than 3,000 foreign funded organizations, NGOs working there, and tens of thousands of local NGOs also working. And beyond that, without registration, more than 50,000 NGOs working there. And this is the birthplace of microcredit and global hub of microcredit. You know that, as serving over 40 million borrowers. Most of the borrowers are women. 92% women are the borrowers of these 40 million microcredit borrowers in the country, and largest in the world. The largest in the world. And these initiatives by the NGOs and NPOs actually measure complementary service provider in the country side by government initiative and then reaching tens of millions of people. But there is a new twist that this ecosystem has helped shift these surplus labors from agriculture to industry and service. Okay? The NGOs are working to shift labor, surplus labor, influx labor from agriculture to industry and service. But in our previous data, what we have seen that last decade, there's extra labor going to the agriculture from industry and service. So there is a new twist, the recent development there. So what we have done, we have empirically examined 450 respondents or clients, NGO intervention in major 3 cities of our country, and we have chosen 3 big NGOs to do this survey. NGOs are very famous. One is the BRAC. They have operations in more than 19 countries in the world. So we have taken this sample from these 3 organizations, 3 cities. And we have used this conceptual framework to understand the NGO intervention. You see that social programs, health, education and training, and the economic program microfinance. We want to see that what is the impact on socioeconomic development of these clients of NGO clients they are addressing, that in respect of their income, their nutrition, their education, housing, disaster prevention capacity, and the health program. Because health condition is very important for the people, for development. You see that NGO programs, microcredit, they are taking money, borrowing money from the NGOs for their dairy and small business. This is the low productivity and informal sectors. You see that. Then they are taking loans for other poultry loans given to the women. And non-formal education program also they're running. This is a very interesting story here. The borrowed money actually by whom? Borrowed money taken by the women. Okay, 90 to 92% borrowers are actually women in our country. 40 million borrowers. So the question is that whether this money after taking they are spending by themselves or it is utilized by others. The result shows that they are not actually utilizing this money by themselves. Sometimes their husbands, their fathers, their eldest son, they are taking money from the women. And this impact what we are expecting that after the borrowing they will be invest in small business, poultry, and other small business. They are not actually spending money for the expected result, desired result. So it is not bringing the good result from the investment. This is happening there. And the interesting picture you see, this gentleman was present, his prominent presence, he was not ready to leave the place when the survey was going on. He was actually closely monitoring his wife, what he was saying to the people during the survey. After repetitive requests, he was not leaving the place. Now you see how they are monitoring their women. Okay, that means the money for microcredit actually not utilized properly, and it is found another story that most of the women they are taking the money from on an average very close to three organizations they are taking money. So from organization A taking money, they are giving the installment to organization B and taking money from B and giving the installment of 3. They are in the circle. This is the vicious circle of the NGO work there. So they are not getting the desired level of benefits. This is, I am giving the information. This is very interesting. Okay, I have actually examined this data in same structure equation model, and side by side for better precision I use the machine learning. You know, the shape is the Shapley additive explanations. These interpretable machine learning techniques are mostly used for explaining the contribution of each predictor variable to the model prediction. I have just sharing one information, income, and other one only two, rather four will be discussing later. You see the income level, the first rank is the training, okay, then the health and education. The impact on microcredits is the lowest, okay. So we see that among these four, social variables are impacting more, but microfinance impacting less, okay. Other one, for disaster prevention capacity or preparedness, we have found that similar type of non-economic factors, like especially the training programs is the rank first. Health and education play a very stronger role in sustainable socio-economic development than microcredit alone. So this is the proof of socio-economic factors are more they are a stronger player than the microfinance. Okay, I want to explain a bit more about the disaster preparedness of Bangladesh and compared to the SAARC countries. You know that you see in the data, Bangladesh exposure to cyclones very high because of the Bay of Bengal, and there are a good number of major cyclones within between 2015 to 2025, and estimated that toll less than 200 to 300. Okay, high frequency, but the low fatalities due to the strong preparedness. So cyclones we experience more and more, but our death rates is less. Come to the India is exposure to cyclones very high also because of their east and west coast, and many cyclones their death toll 500 plus varies widely. So large impact due to their large size, and economic loss is very high. Come to the Sri Lanka, this exposure to cyclone is moderate to high, but death toll 700 plus, less frequent but can be very deadly. Come to the Pakistan, low to moderate, and because of the cyclone rare is there and impacts mostly coastal flooding. And if you consider Maldives, Bhutan, Nepal and Afghanistan, impacts are low to very low, occasional, and they have indirect effects. So this disaster prevention capacity we have chosen as a variable of socio-economic development. We see that the picture in the SAARC regions, Bangladesh position in respect of preparedness very high, though they are facing more cyclones and natural disasters. So we have to see the shifting focus from these results, that income is significantly negative relationship we found in the study, counterintuitive results in emerging nations. Bangladesh as the sample of emerging nations, improvements in development behavioral dimensions do not immediately translate into higher income levels. Income alone is insufficient proxy for the development. And health outcomes, human capability development we found, especially learning and behavioral perspective, and it is playing a very central role in improving the health outcomes. When I talk to the people, those who are going for work, how many days you are going for the work in 30 days, they say on an average 17, 18 days. So why you are not giving for work the rest of the days? They share with me because of their health condition not good. So on an average every month they are losing almost 11, 12 days because of their morbidity, health, not they are feeling good. So health condition is very important for socio-economic development. If they are not going for job, they are in the low productivity sector, informal sector, so their productivity, socio-economic development will be in question. And housing, you see that basic well-being directly enhance the living condition of the people, these people. But education has negative impact on that, but reflect because of the urban migration is there, landslide, the river, the people are living because their lands are taken by the river, so they are migrated. Sometimes education are not become stop. This is the education impact. So development is increasingly driven by intangible human-centered factors. Now come to the nutrition, also very important for the mothers, for the women, the borrowers. Sometimes they feel mobility, they cannot work, okay? So their physical well-being is foundational for any development outcomes, particularly in resource-constrained countries or resource-constrained factors. Then disaster responsiveness, we already shown that Bangladesh is a very better position, and their awareness in institutional and behavioral readiness actually stand the position of Bangladesh. Sometimes they are followed by some of the most modern countries. They are coming to Bangladesh to share how you are doing this. Your frequency of cyclone and natural calamities are more, but your that tolls are less. How you are doing that? See the preparedness. Okay, so these are the results found from 6 variables. Then, so there is our proposition is that there should be a paradigm shift in sustainable socio-economic development. For the economic positions, economic growth income alone does not capture the difference, the quality of life indicators, even when their relationship with the most important income is weak or negative, they are doing well. So our thinking is aligned with contemporary development thinking of the scholars, that which emphasize human well-being, capability expansion and social resilience over purely financial metrics. So this is the emerging shift. We want a paradigm shift. Now come to what are the implications for emerging nations as we are representing. If we are to carry this scenario till 2050, we should reorient our policy. It is needed. Government should prioritize their health program, education program, and the quality and behavioral change and institutional responsiveness. They should invest in human capital, must go beyond the formal education, non-informal education sector, and incorporating the learning system and behavioral transformation. And economic trades-offs, short-term economic trade-offs may be necessary to achieve the long-term sustainable development, and there should be an integrated strategy approach. Integrated development strategy are essential, linking economic and non-economic dimensions together. Okay, these are the implications. Then if we want to compare or integrate with our theoretical underpinning for this holistic approach, we have considered 3 theories. Human capital, that explain the importance of investing in education and health for the productivity and development, and human capability theories. This approach explains why this investment matter beyond income, and social and behavioral theories explain how these factors translate into real world outcomes. So together, the results in the previous slide I have shared with you indicates that clearly there should be an integrated understanding of theoretical combination, not human capital alone, human capability theory alone, or even the social and behavioral theories alone. There should be a holistic approach. Together, sustainable socio-economic development in emerging nations is the best understood as a multi-dimensional capability enhancing and behaviorally mediated process rather than a purely economic one. That would be the holistic framework should be for the developing country perspective. If you want really socio-economic development of this much people. For conclusion, the integration of theoretical framework with empirical findings demonstrates a clear shift in development thinking. While traditional models emphasize economic aspects, outcomes, this study shows that non-economic aspects, capabilities, health, learning, and behavioral responsiveness are fundamental drivers of sustainable socio-economic development in emerging nations we are representing. So future development lies not just in increasing wealth, but in enhancing the human potential, resilience, and well-being. I like to conclude with this slide. Thank you everybody. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor, for the meaningful and inspiring presentation. So we will now continue with a short discussion session. For the participant may ask question directly or via the online platform or chat feature. Please, if there is question, stand up and then you give a question, please. Silakan bagi peserta hadirin semuanya untuk memberikan pertanyaan kepada Profesor Akhtar. Jika ada yang bertanya, silakan stand. Silakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah. My name is Muhammad Zaki Mubarak. I am student in Public Health Division for the Kock University of Bukit Tinggi. It is my proudly that can attended in the International Conference of the Kock with Professor in the land of Muhammad Yunus, Nobel Prize from Economics. Artinya apa? Saya sangat kagum, sangat terhormat bisa berinteraksi langsung dengan Profesor Akhtar Zaman dari negeri Bangladesh, tempat di mana Muhammad Yunus berada. Di situ saya terinspirasi dengan beliau dan saya berharap semoga Indonesia, Bangladesh dan seluruh negara-negara blok ketiga, negara-negara selatan-selatan ini bisa mengambil inspirasi dan menjadi negara yang adil dan makmur. Saya sudah mendengar berbagai perkembangan Bangladesh dari berbagai media termasuk YouTube dan media sosial, terutama setelah revolusi 2024 itu dengan pemerintahan baru sekarang, saya telah melihat Bangladesh perlahan mulai bertumbuh, perlahan mulai semakin tertib dan disiplin. Ini mungkin adalah berkat perjuangan panjang dari para LSM dan para pendonor kreditur yang telah membantu masyarakat. Saya ingin tahu, saya telah membaca berbagai slide-nya, berbagai tantangan muncul, diantaranya adalah ketiadaan transparansi dalam kredit, kemudian berbagai tantangan budaya masyarakat setempat yang harus direformasi, harus diperbaiki. Dan saya ingin bertanya, bagaimana pandangan Anda tentang rata-rata negara-negara berkembang dengan konservatismenya, dengan budayanya, mereka cenderung memakai cara-cara lama, tidak bisa menerapkan inovasi baru karena akan bertentangan dengan budaya lokal yang mengakar. Bagaimana pandangan Anda, Tuan Profesor, tentang masalah ini, di mana negara berkembang perlu berpacu, tetapi budaya masyarakatnya menghambat perkembangan itu. Donobat, terima kasih, syukran jazilan. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you for the question. There is the next question. No more? Yes. That is there is a point of view. Yes. There is point of view about the challenge from the Bangladesh to view about the challenge, the culture and economic from the describe country for development in development. The culture, and then apa lagi tadi tuh untuk dia menjelaskan tentang bagaimana dia untuk bisa. Yeah, yes, a question. Yes. Yes, the progress. Yeah. Yes. Why the Bangladesh to look the news culture and then to make the country for develop.
Thank you. After explanation from my two colleague. Yes. Okay. Yes. As I come to understand that why Bangladesh is facing problem in development, right? Is it? Okay. Can I ask you one thing for a Malaysian perspective? Malaysian population is equal to the whole population of Malaysia, equal to our capital city only. Okay. Then the reversely you think the area of Malaysia is 5.3 times higher than Bangladesh. Okay. This is one picture. I want to give you why the challenge is there. Though we have very qualified people, they are not qualified, they are hard working people is there. The challenge is that when our political parties come to the positions, they are changing all the good things of the previous political party, right? This is happening in our country, and our problem is multi-dimensional. Professor Yunus got Nobel for what? For actually his economic contribution. It means that we have financial problem. We have huge amount of people, population, I think 8th largest in the world. But if you understand the area, it very, it is very insignificant land we have. So our problem is actually multi-dimensional. Okay. Even after that, there are many initiatives taken by different scholars like Professor Yunus and Sir Abed, Soid Mohammed Abed, also the initiator of BRAC. Okay. His NGOs already established in 19 countries in the world, and Professor Yunus Gramin Bank model already imitated in many countries of the world. Why we are not developing that way? As I shared in my presentation, the NGOs, many NGOs, in respect of amount of NGOs is highest in the world. The borrowers also highest in the world. So before 3 decades, they have started to absorb the surplus labor to the industry and service from the agriculture. Recently, for the last few years, it becomes reverse. Surplus labor coming from the industry and service and going to be absorbed by the agriculture. But agriculture is the field of low productivity. They cannot absorb so many people. So they become jobless youths. We have the strength is our youth, less than 30 age of people are the half of the total population. This is the strength, but we cannot absorb these people to the agriculture. If you get the chance to be in the industry and service, are you ready to go to agriculture? Because they are bound to go there. Because there is surplus produced by the industry and service, their contribution to GDP high, but their unemployment is low. Other hand, agriculture contribution GDP high, but their employment is, GDP in the contribution low, but employment high. So if their employment high in the agriculture, people cannot go there because this is the low productivity area. So there is a surplus labor, right? To address this situation, NGOs always working. But before 3 decades, they are working for absorbing in the industry. Now they are to work to absorb them in the agriculture. It becomes a really a big challenge. In for this situation to address, I have taken this initiative that what is the impact of socio-economic development, how their people are impacting through the programs. They have different programs. Some programs are social, some programs are economic. If you are giving more focus to economic only microfinance, then it will not be development. Socio-economic development results clearly indicates that the most impact coming from the social rather than from the economic. So we need a holistic approach that will be backed by the different theories also. So we want to combine the theories as well as our results of the survey. That is my proposition. Thank you.
Oke, bagaimana penjawab? Sudah dijawab tadi untuk bagaimana negara Bangladesh itu berkembang secara global dan industri, perkembangan sosial ekonomi dan sangat berdampak pada sosial tentunya. Has answered how the country of Bangladesh is developing in global and industrial, social economic development and has big impact on society, right? Okay. Yes. Any other questions? Yes, please stand.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will introduce myself. My name is Siti Hayati. I am from Sumatera Barat University, and thanks for the moderator for the opportunity. In presentation, I see the table of the information about a part of a shifting focus on economic aspect that are like income, health outcomes, housing, education, nutrition, and disaster. The question is, what the priority based on aspect, like the table information, and if we use the perspective of young people in acceleration, sustainable development, and emerging countries. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your question. Any other question? Yes, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you in advance. Let me introduce myself. I am Raju Musfianda Ramadan from the Psychology Study Program for the Kock University. I would like to ask about how can emerging nation balance rapid economic growth with social sustainability, especially in areas like inequality, mental well-being, community resilience, and environmental awareness. Di mana kita dalam masa perkembangan negara memiliki sesuatu tentang itu mengenai kesehatan mental maupun layanan masyarakat dalam berbagai negara, di mana kita memenuhi untuk memenuhi beberapa kebutuhan, contohnya kebutuhan aktualisasi diri, dan bagaimana menurut Prof mengenai bagaimana kita untuk mengatasi sebagaimana tantangan tersebut. Oke, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you. Next question. Okay. For the second answer about the how about you feel the challenge tantangan apa tadi Ustaz? Tantangan tadi tentang economic global ya. Economic global and culture also. So like you can repeat again.
How can emerging nation balance rapid economic growth with social sustainability, especially in areas like inequality, mental well-being, community resilience, and environmental awareness?
Okay.
Actually, yes. I'm sorry, actually not very clear to me because maybe the sound echo is here. I'm going to the first question.